Yeah, so Traxlo is a retail grocery store's tasks marketplace, which basically taskifies, if you can say like that, daily operations of the grocery stores and the tasks needed to be done for the product brands inside the stores. And we sell these small tasks for the locals who live next to the stores. Basically, we believe that there are big potential in the communities around the stores who want to earn a living, who want to earn some extra money, extra cash, and they just can come to the store for 1 hour, for 2 hours and do some tasks. Like it can be one longer task, two shorter tasks, and for each task they know what to do exactly. There are no kind of hidden things, but you just read, okay, I do now this, you complete it, you take a photo of it, and you get paid for what we pre-agreed for that particular task. Currently it's a web application, and it works like a marketplace. So retailers and product brands can create the tasks, or in some cases we can help them create the tasks in the needed locations. So particular store manager, for example, creates a task to stock a pallet of soda to the shelf, and then this task appears on our platform, and gig workers, we call them taskers, they can just look inside the app, on the map, which tasks are available near to their location, and if they like the task, if they like the payout for the task, they just click reserve. They go to the store, they start the task, they do the task according to instructions, and that's it. After the task is completed, artificial intelligence plus our team members review the result, and if everything is done according to the specifications, the gig worker gets its pay, and the store and the brands get the done task, completed task. Yeah, so our journey to this particular kind of solution is not a short one. So we started the company a bit earlier, and we were focused on analyzing all the grocery store operations, how everything is done, how long does it take to do particular things, how the task management systems work, are they efficiently distributing tasks, can you confirm the completion of something? And the realization was that it's super hard to pay per hour and expect something specific to be done and distribute it according to what employees can actually do during the day. What they actually do differs from the plans, and the plans sometimes are outdated or too generic. And then we started to think, so can you pay for something particular, like one task to stock the shelf of products, or clean something, or change the planogram, or check expiration dates? So the answer was yes. You can pay for that, so now you have to evaluate how much one task is worth. So now we have data and understanding how long does it take to do similar or something like that in different store formats and different retail chains, and then we can sell it as a task, and basically to whom we can sell is the other question. And the gig economy in general is booming in Europe, so we have all these delivery companies for food. We also have gig economy for driving as taxi drivers. That's regular examples, of course, and we see that each industry, each sector kind of carves out its own gig solution. So we are focusing on grocery stores and FMCG brands as an industry, to which we connect to these locals, this gig workforce available to them in particular locations. And we love this connection point of locals because, first of all, it's super efficient. You can just see that next to my house, next to my flat, there is a task. I can just get out of sofa, go downstairs and do a task for 1 hour and get back to the sofa after it, and I'll earn some money. I can just continue resting if I want, or I can take additional task and go to another store which is maybe 100 meters further, and you can do that one there and earn more money. And you can sometimes you have more tasks in one store, more tasks in one store, so you can stack them. You can do stocking, you can do planogram checkups, you can do something for FMCG brands, and then you can do 3 tasks in one go to the store, and you can spend like 3 or 4 hours inside it. But there are many happy sides to it. Yeah, so as I mentioned, the company itself is now just celebrated 2 years birthday, and the platform for gig workforce and for the tasks we launched at the end of the last year. So basically, it's not an old concept, and challenges. I wouldn't say that we have some big or particular challenges. So of course, the scaling it, having the metrics correct. How many tasks do you have to have in the neighborhood? How much to pay for the task to get the needed supply and demand of gig workforce? And that whenever the person opens our app, that he could find something to do, but that thing would be done. That's important to match, and that's what we deal daily with. So I think this kind of marketplace thing where you mix and match the metrics that they in the end everything would work out. So that's what we are dealing with now. Yeah, so what I can tell you is that currently we are very active in Vilnius, Lithuania, as it's our home market and where at least the technical team is based. And we also starting to work in Poland with some Polish retailers. We are also a part of Żabka Retail Group Accelerator in Poland. So that's our one more market where we will soon start operations. And Sweden. We also have very interested customers in our solution in Sweden. So basically these 3 countries for the time being, and we'll see what by the end of the year the result will be. In total, our fundraising is a bit above €500,000, and we just closed the bigger chunk of it recently, and it is basically to go and work with these retail chains in Poland, in Sweden, and to prove that it works not only in Vilnius, Lithuania, but also in Poland, Warsaw, and Stockholm, Sweden. We have a nice mixture of investors. So our first investor is Antler Accelerator. It's a Swedish branch. So we started our company in Sweden, actually. And our current lead investor is a Lithuania-based fund, Iron Wolf Capital. And together with these two funds, we have numerous business angels from Sweden and some of them from Lithuania. Yeah, so currently we have 5 full-time employees. Soon a few additional programmers will join starting this summer. And we also have a good support circle with basically outsourced services. What we use, but we expect to grow the team during the year quite a lot. We like to partner with startups. Somehow it happens that all of them are Swedish startups. Maybe that's our Swedish connection as we were started where. But maybe it's because these startups are also innovating in the retail sphere. So we closely work with Y-Waste, a Swedish company which optimizes food waste inside the stores. So we have a great collaboration. We're using their technology to track expiration dates. Our gig workers actually do the job of entering and checking expiration dates inside the stores. The best part about it is that any type of a store which sells food has to do it. So there are enormous opportunity for our gig workers to just go from store to store and then do this every day next to their home, and it brings the accountability for retailers on sustainability aspects, on food waste, on efficiency, how much to order not to waste food, and we love how it's just benefits the society as a whole, the combination of it. And also there is Honest Box, the unmanned stores startup from Sweden, with which we currently run the unmanned store in Vilnius, Lithuania, where all 100% of tasks are being done by our gig workers. So basically it's the first of its kind store where it's unmanned and it doesn't have any support employees, just as we like to call random gig workers, every day different person doing something. So if a business person just wants to have a small format grocery store, he can just get Honest Box and Tasku solutions together and just select what to sell. Yeah, imagine that you can open our Tasku map with task offerings whenever you are in Europe, and you can earn extra money if you are a gig worker. Because I just see how big of a need the retailers have. Now what I want to do that if you are a young student who needs extra cash, or a young mother, for example, who needs extra cash, that whenever you are, whichever bigger city you live in, you could just open our app, go to do some tasks and get some cash if it's needed for you at the moment. We support various sizes of the stores, so from unmanned, where basically you don't have enough work for a full-time employee, to like 3-4 full-time employees, to like 20, 30, 50 employees. So the easiest thing is just to write to us or call and set up the pilot period with particular tasks which you lag hands to complete in time, or you see that you need better quality or want to outsource, and we can work from there. In general, research shows that kind of this distributed gig work economy then replaces regular types of jobs, it reduces CO2 emissions by up to 30%. Mainly because you don't have to travel across town to work for a few hours or even for a day in your workplace, but you can do that locally. And I think that's the magic moment, where you always have a capacity of people who want to do something, and the grocery store next to that location where you can actually do it.